So how are you? How's it going? Where are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm currently in Ibiza actually. Um,
Let's go.
yeah, we've had like a 10-day sort of holiday. I also played here, played at High on Friday, which was really good. So yeah, it's been nice just to enjoy a little bit of chill. Um,
Nice. Very cool. What are your favorite restaurants tonight, on the island?
Ooh, good question, actually. So there's one place that I always go to, which is called Sundara, and it's in San Antonio, and it's like a really hidden little spot, but like honestly, it's so nice. The food is amazing, the vibes are amazing. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorite spots to go to. One that I went to actually this week, was a place called Casamaca. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it was genuinely the best steak I've ever had in my life. So. Yeah, those are my two favorites, I'd say.
No, I've never been to either, but I have been to Ibiza a bunch, and it seems like the place is just filled with a lot of like hidden gems. Like I
Yeah,
love.
no, it really is. It really is. There's so much of the island that I've not like explored yet either. Because it's like it's so big. But you need a car to get around, like really, to get to one side to the other. So I've only really explored like this one area. So I need to go out and explore more really.
How long have you been going to Ibiza? Like prior to your like when
Oh, this is like my third year now,
Oh,
going to Ibiza. But this season's been the busiest. Like I've played like 4 or 5 times out here already this year. And then the season before, to be fair, I probably played maybe even more times last year. But I did like the same club every time. Like this season is like the first time where I've actually played for like two different parties as well. Like I did High and Amnesia, so it was yeah, really interesting this year. It was a lot of fun.
Do you know if Universe is eventually going to do something correlated to like techno, or have they done that already? Like, do you know?
So I actually went to Charlotte DeWitt last night. She did
Oh,
a Yeah, she did a show there at Universe, which was really good. Like the production was insane. I know Sarah Landry, she's doing her Eternalism show there in next week or 2 weeks. So it's definitely been introduced. Like this season is there's been a massive shift on the island with parties and stuff, with the Universe coming in and taking a lot of residencies. Like more clubs have been open to bringing techno into their clubs, so yeah, it's nice. Like it's given me the opportunity to play at High Amnesia. So yeah, I mean next year it should be even bigger. So yeah, it's exciting times.
hell yeah. Oh, that's so exciting. I'm so excited for you. And hopefully next year, I'll be out on the island and come to one of your shows.
Yeah, hopefully, definitely.
It's funny because I was texting my friend Olivia, and I was like, "Guess who I'm interviewing today?" Because she's a huge techno fan and whatever. And I sent her your profile. I was like, "This king." She's like, "Shut the fuck up." She's like, "Dude, I was out." She went to Monegros this year. I went the year
Oh
before.
no way! So
Yeah, yeah. I went the year before. My first time ever. It was actually insane. Craziest festival ever. I love the
yeah, it's actually mental there. It's honestly so
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh my god, I wanted to go see him at 6 a.m., but like I was too blasted." She's like, "I was so pissed." And then I'm based out of Miami, and I guess you're playing Hocus Pocus for Halloween.
Yes, I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be my first time in Miami actually.
Oh, really? Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Well, if you need any like recommendations of places to eat,
Oh yeah, please do, please do.
So yeah, we're gonna both definitely go see you there. So she was like freaking out over it. We're super pumped.
You
So
should have brought her on to the interview.
what'd you say?
You should have brought her here
I
for the
know, I
interview.
know, I know. Right? I'll have to send her all the footage after. But yeah, she works with me as well on our team. But what was I gonna say? So, mom, like, what are your amongst all like the festivals that you played so far this year? Like, what would you say do you feel like was the most exciting for you, and the more like where you felt like more at home? Like,
Um,
obviously, like that kind of chaotic environment.
yeah, Monegros was a crazy one for me because I ended up I played a festival beforehand, and then I went on a private jet straight to Monegros, which was crazy. And then I ended up, I think my set time was like 6 till 8 a.m. or 8 till 10 a.m. I can't remember. It was the closing slot of the festival. And it was, yeah, honestly, it was crazy. Like to see so many people still there as well, and had like so much energy because the party went on for 22 hours, I believe. Yeah, it was such a crazy experience. But for me, the one that like that really stands out that I've told everyone this year when I've like received this question is Time Warp in Sao Paulo. It was like because it's such a respected party, and it was always one that was like on the bucket list for me to play it and do it in Sao Paulo for that edition. It was, yeah, it was so so cool. Everyone there was like so inviting and welcoming. We had the artist dinner. I got to meet so many new people. So yeah, the whole experience was like just amazing for me. And then I'm back there in October for Tomorrowland. So it's like people are like so excited. Like as soon as it was announced, I literally commented on under the post just like the eye emoji and just like tease people that I was coming because they had no idea yet.
Yeah.
Because my name was announced a little bit later on from like the first announcement, and then I went on Twitter because for some reason Brazilians their main like sort of social media is Twitter. And I go on there and I have like hundreds of mentions after this comment, and everyone's saying, "Oh, AZYR's coming back to Brazil," like speculating where I was going to play and stuff. So yeah, it's nice to feel the love there already, and I've only been there once.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I had no idea that Brazilians went that hard with techno. I had no
Yeah,
clue.
no, me neither. Me neither. But they were so into it. It was nice because I was like the only real like hard techno act on that night as well. I think I played after Kiki, and then Funk Tribute was on. Indira then played after me, who closed. So I was really the only sort of like harder techno on there. So it was nice to have like such a good reception from them.
It's so interesting because when I was at like I also didn't realize like how into like tech like hard techno that Spaniards were, because when I was at Monegros I saw like legitimately 65-year-old men with like one tooth left in their mouth and they're like, going so hard to this shit, and this is like their
Yeah.
entire like life, like, and this is exactly what they're content with, like this and maybe like a fruit stand and like a beer, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Literally,
like
literally.
they fucking love it, and
I know.
Like Brazilians are like ride or die, like they go hard for like their people, and like if they like somebody, they're like super dedicated and loyal to them. So
Yeah,
like,
100%, 100%. It's a way of life for those people. It's crazy. They just love to party, and it's honestly, I find it so crazy how they can still be standing after 22 hours. There'll be some people that were there from when the doors open until they close. It's yeah, it's
yeah,
mad. I have a lot of respect for those kind of people.
yeah. How old are you?
I'm 25. I turned 26 in February, which is honestly not a nice thought. Like yeah, I feel like I'm getting old now, and time's just going like that. Like it's just going quicker and quicker.
Yeah, no, I just turned 26 too, and I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck.
I know. It's like shit. I'm getting old now.
Yeah, like yeah, it's just such a weird age to say, but let's so for this interview what I'm really like trying to do is cut these pieces. I don't know if Emma mentioned it to you, but your face is not going to be really in your face is going to be okay, your voice is going to be in the footage, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to aim to take like pictures and videos that are like rooted to like the stories that you're going to tell or the responses, and we're going to get
Yeah.
like a really nice cool asset for it. So
Okay. Cool.
yeah, I just want to like start from like obviously I sent you the questions before, but I want to start with like the beginning, like early life, how you grew up in Fleetwood, and then and like how you later transitioned into engineering, and then we can start from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
I also looked up some pictures of Fleetwood to kind of get an idea of like
What did you What did you think?
I don't really have much to say. I just coming from New York, it's like completely different like
Oh yeah, that's yeah, opposite end of the spectrum there. Like Fleetwood is just like a small little seaside town. There's not
yeah,
much
yeah,
going on
that's what I
there.
see. That's what I see.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so what was it like growing up there? How did you get into engineering? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Just like one of your tracks came on as I hit play. Um, so just take me from the start, like growing up in that town and then to where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah, obviously it's a really small town, like everybody knows everybody. And I lived just like a pretty, just a normal general life. Like I obviously went to high school. I was quite a smart kid, I'd say, in school. Like I did really well in engineering, which led me on to doing it at college. Like honestly, growing up, I had no idea what I wanted to do. Like, honestly, I had no clue. I had no plan. Like, I literally just sort of winged it, like, throughout up until working life. Like, I had no idea what I wanted to do. So I just went with what I was best with. And at the time, that was engineering. Like, I did really well in my GCSE, and then went on to do it at college. I got like the best grade possible in college in engineering. And then I was applying for apprenticeships, like a degree apprenticeship. And the first one that I applied for was Rolls-Royce. And I ended up getting that job, which was amazing. And then, yeah, I moved to Sheffield when I was 18, lived there for about 4 years. And yeah, I did the degree. And during that time, it was a strange period for me, really. Like, obviously, I enjoyed what I did and it was a great job. But I always knew that I was like, not destined, but I always knew that I wanted to do more. Like, I wasn't happy with the job that I was in because I always, I didn't have that passion. Like, I was working just for the sake of it and just to earn money, and go out at the weekend really. Like, I was just living for Friday and Saturday, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's when obviously COVID was like the biggest thing for me to ever happen. I mean, it gave me the opportunity to do what I do now, learn a new hobby, which yeah, eventually turned into this amazing job that I have. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I was reading something. Rolls Royce is super impressive. How long were you there? And like, what was like, was it like a 9 to 5 kind of situation, or was it?
It was, yeah, it was a little bit more flexible. So I actually worked Monday to Thursday, but I did like 10-hour days. And it was, yeah, I was an inspection engineer. That was my role. So we would make, yeah, we would make like the turbine blades that go inside an airplane engine, and then my job was to inspect them and pass them off as good.
That's
Um,
sick. That is so.
yeah, yeah. It was honest. Yeah, it was honestly. It was a really interesting role, but for me, it was just too repetitive. Like I was doing the same stuff every day, and even though I was like learning on the job, and obviously I had to get my degree, which was like a good part of it because it kept me really occupied. Yeah, like I said, it was always something that I knew wasn't gonna last forever,
Of course.
because even though I liked the job, I didn't love it. I didn't see the progression. I didn't see myself in like 5, 10 years time doing the same thing. Um, so yeah, like that's obviously when I like discovered music, and COVID came along. Like it literally just changed my life completely because it was the first time that I actually had a passion in something and really wanted to pursue something in life. Like as soon as I started it, I was like, I really want to make a career out of it.
Yeah. Dude, it's so interesting. Like, how did you like? Because you started picking up mixing during this time where you and your friends are all just chilling, and like, what was it exactly that sparked your interest with hard techno? Was there like elements in your life earlier on that like kind of kind of interested you like later on? Because like when I was a kid,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, most
hard
definitely.
techno,
Like,
like now I love hard techno. Like how does
yeah.
that like how do you ease into something like that?
I mean, I started going to events when I was 17. So like my first big festival was Leeds Festival when I was 17. I then did a warehouse project in Manchester when it was at Stall Street. And I think I saw Salado. And that was like the first time where I was like introduced to sort of electronic music. I mean, I started off with like the slower sort of house, tech house, like the likes of Patrick Topping and stuff. And then I went on to obviously just going into the harder sounds. I discovered Hidden, which is like the main club where Teletech did their parties in Manchester. And yeah, I was like introduced to the harder styles of techno, and obviously just became obsessed with it straight away. So when I decided to start DJing and learning how to DJ, I sort of followed the same progression. Like I started to sort of just mix house just to learn and practice. And then I really wanted to play the stuff that I go out every weekend and listen to, you know.
Okay.
So it was like just natural for me to start with hard techno right from the beginning, because that was the stuff that I was listening to. I looked up to so many artists at the time because I
Mhm.
was going to like these events every week, and I took so much inspiration from them. So yeah, when I started DJing, I was like, this is what I want to do. Like these are the people that I want to become. And eventually it's progressed into what it is now.
Did your friends, was or your like the people you were around really into that type of music as well? Like, was it hard to find your crowd, or were you like the people that you were hanging out with always into the same
Yeah,
type?
I mean, I've been quite lucky. Like, I've had the same group of friends literally since high school. It's
Oh
mad.
wow,
Like, yeah,
interesting.
I know it's honestly so rare for that to happen. But yeah, I've had the same group of mates. Like, the circle of my friends has just got like even bigger over time. From then until now. Yeah, so many new people have come into the group. And I've been quite lucky. Like, we've always done the same things. We've gone to the same events.
Oh yeah,
Everyone likes the same music, so it's quite nice because obviously when I went on to doing this, like everyone was so supportive of me. They'd come to my shows, they'd support my music and stuff. So yeah, I've been quite lucky in that aspect.
yeah.
Everyone's been so nice and so supportive. And I've had them with me for like the whole journey, so they've got to see it themselves.
That's super cool. That is actually very rare too. It's really nice that you have a good fit, like loyal friend group behind you as well. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
cool to see your homie coming up. Like, if you were to like go under any other alias, like aside from like the style of music, what would you be? What would you get into?
It's quite interesting you say that. So actually did my DJ Mag HQ live stream last week in London, and it was the first time that I've put out a set that was a little bit different to what I usually play. Like the music that I'm like most interested in right now and what I listen to the most is sort of the groovier, trancier sounds of techno, like that acid, sort of Kiki style, Pegasi, Funk Tribute, those sort of artists. Like I'm, completely obsessed with that sort of music at the minute. And when I did the DJ Mag stream, it was like a week after I'd released my Creamfield set and my Awakening set, which is obviously the harder styles of techno that I usually play. So for this stream, I wanted to do something a little bit different and, just let people know like sort of how versatile I am as an artist, and that I can play this sort of music too, because it's something that I'm obviously really passionate about. So I really took a lot of time into like digging for tracks and like making this set perfect. Like I was literally sat on my laptop for like 2 weeks prior to the stream, like going through it so many times to make sure it was perfect. And yeah, it's turned out really, really well.
Let's go. That's super exciting. I also read that your record label Speed Limit was recently launched.
Yes, it was. Yeah, and it's going super, super well. It was like a project that like worked on for like almost a year, like just getting the name and getting the whole vision together. And yeah, now it's finally sort of took off. We've got like our first few releases out. Massive VA just came out. My latest EP, I'm Here Once Again. That's just come out as well, and everything's doing really well. So we're making good progress and got some good plans for this year and next year.
Fuck yeah. Could you just clarify what VA is? I'm sorry.
It's a various artists. That's what it stands for.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was reading in the bio and it says you launched your label with a VA. And I'm like, dumbass, I'm like trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah. It just means various artists. So, going into that, it's like I basically choose sort of. I think there was 8 artists on this one, or 9 artists. All like sort of underrated artists that like the music that I support. And it just gives them an opportunity for their music to be heard to a wider audience. That's how I first got some of my like early opportunities with releasing music, through like the 9 times 9 label. They really supported me in the beginning. So when I made the label, like that was something that I wanted to do, for like underappreciated artists, because it really gives them a good opportunity, and a push for their career.
Yeah, and for the next generation, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, definitely.
So, how did you come up with the name Speed Limit? I really, really like that.
Ah, this is actually that's a great question. That's a great question. So it's quite funny actually. So me and my girlfriend, we was basically thinking of names like just for fun if we ever did a back to back. And if we ever had like our own alias together,
Does
what
she
our
play?
bats say again?
Does she play?
No, I know, not really. Like not properly. She can mix, to be fair. I'll give it to her. Yeah, she can mix, but she doesn't play like professionally or anything like that. But yeah, we were just like thinking for fun, like if we ever did play together, what our name would be. And we were thinking for ages, like we were on a car journey and we were going along the motorway. And for some reason, speed limit, like we were just pointing out things like on the road that we'd see, and there was a speed limit sign, and we was like, speed limit, that would be so good, like, just sounds so cool. And then fast forward a few months later, when I was building the label, and I still hadn't thought of a name. Like I was going through so many ideas, and I just couldn't think of anything that like really stuck. And I was like, you know what? What about speed limit? I was like, I know it was going to be our back-to-back name, but like realistically, that's probably never going to happen. And then eventually, she agreed that it would be, yeah, a good idea. So we went with Speed Limit Records, and I just think it was like it's the perfect name. Like my motto is full throttle energy. So like Speed Limit, and it's like my sound. It's just, yeah, it comes together as one, and it like really resonates with me as an artist and like the sound that I want to push through the label. So yeah, that's why I went with that.
Well, I love it. I love that name. It's really, it rolls off the tongue, and it's definitely fitting for your sound. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was the aim. So thank you. I appreciate that.
So are there any exciting names that you think we should be looking out for, keep an eye out on?
Yeah, so many. Honestly, so many. The biggest one for me is Dennis DK. I've been like playing his music for like years now. And he's like nowhere near at the level that like I want him to be at. He's so underrated. His music is appreciated by so many artists. But yeah, I just want him to like grow, like to massive, massive heights, because I just think he's got so much potential. So yeah, for me, he's definitely the most interesting artist that like I'm really hoping grows in the future. Another artist that's already sort of making his name and doing really well is Kuko. Like for me, he's like just the like ideal all round artist. Like he just does everything. He has his own vocals. He's starting to play live. He has his like own really unique sound. And yeah, he's just sort of like a full package artist, really. And even though like he's at where he's at now, like he's still someone that I look up to. Because he's just doing everything so well at the minute. And it's nice. Like we've known each other for so long as well. I met him like 2 years ago now, I think, in Cologne, where he just made his first release. Like I think he just like signed for his agency. And it was really nice speaking to him, like seeing his journey. Um, yeah, it's been great.
Let's go. And I know like that you obviously just started like the label, but eventually, do you have a vision to basically turn this into a brand and start throwing parties? Like in a perfect world, like where would you do that if you could? What's
Yeah,
your
definitely, definitely. I mean, it's a long-term plan for me. Like I've always said, I wanted to run my own party. I think it'd be so cool. Creating your own lineups. It's funny. I mean, before I was like anywhere near the level that I'm at now. I think it was before I signed with my agency as well. I actually ran two parties or three parties in Blackpool, which is like the town next to Fleetwood, where I used to live. And I booked by Boombox.
I was reading that in the bio.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations.
Which is just so crazy, like so crazy, because he's obviously such a massive artist now. And it was just funny, like one of his like early shows was in Blackpool, in this small town to probably like 300 people. But we sold it out, and it was honestly such a great night. Like he came back to the afters with us, and we partied like, yeah, partied a lot, and it was great.
Yeah, I'm gonna need if you have some photos from that event, that would be sick. If you
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I'll have to go through the archives for them, but I'm sure I can find some.
Yeah, no. So it says here your first Blackpool show sold out, and then later Teletech and Boiler Room played this huge role in putting your name out there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
What my question was like, what was running through your head playing to those crowds for the first time? But like, I mean, at that point, were you already playing shows already, or no? This was like your
So
first.
I'd played 3 times before I signed with my agency. Like which is just a, yeah, a crazy thought. But I've only played it in front of a crowd, yeah, 3 times. And my 3 shows after that were probably some of like the like looking back were some of the biggest shows like ever. Like I made like my Warehouse Project debut in Manchester to like I think it was like 7,000 people in the archive stage, which was mental. Um, I then played my first Hidden show, which was obviously like a massive thing for me because I've been going to Hidden for so long, and to like finally make my debut there in my favorite room. It was in the den downstairs. That was yeah, so crazy. And then I did the Teletech Festival debut as well, which was in the Boiler Room. I didn't have the broadcasted one until the following year, but I opened that stage, and then obviously the following year I went on to do the recorded broadcast. So yeah, it was honestly it was mad. It was such a crazy time. Like it was probably a little bit too early for me to be fair. But like I just took that opportunity and yeah, I made the most of it. Like I really wanted to make an impression. I just played what I wanted to play. I was like opening slot for like most of them, but I was like, you know what? I just yeah, want to make the people happy, make people dance, show people what I'm, capable of. And yeah, that's what we did. But it's funny, like the first 3 shows, every single one of those shows was I got that opportunity because another artist had dropped out on the day or like the day before. Like the first show was at Hidden and Brutalismus 3000. They dropped out on the day. They said they couldn't make it, and that's why I took that slot.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for those circumstances, I would have never have played those shows. I mean, I probably would have got the opportunity later on down the line, but to get it so early and like have such a big push, like so early in my career, it just helped me massively.
Mhm. No, I was gonna say, yeah, if they never dropped out, like, where do you think you would? I'm not saying you wouldn't be in the same position right now, but I'm just saying, like, do you think it would have been a completely different like process to get where you are now?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I think I always would have ended up where I am now. I think it might have took a little bit of a longer time to get there. But yeah, it's an interesting one, really. I like you, like nobody knows, like I was very lucky in a sense that like everything sort of fell into place at the right time. So yeah, I really don't know what would happen if those circumstances didn't happen. But I always like to think that I would still be here. Like I had so much drive and so much like passion for what I do. So yeah, I always think I would have ended up here somehow.
For sure, for sure. And then if you were never like just set aside all the music stuff, let's just say you decided to step away from it, or you never went down this path, like do you feel like you would still be in the engineering field, or is there something else that had sparked your interest?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I feel like I would still be there. I'd still be at Rolls Royce, just yeah, working and living for the weekends. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
'cause like I said, like I had like no passion for anything really. Like I literally just did what I was good at. And yeah, until I found music, like that's all I did. I just worked and I went out at the weekends. I partied. I saw my friends. I went on holiday when I could. But like I honestly like I had no money to even live off really. Like it was like a struggle back then, The only money that I had I spent on going out. Going to yeah, going to parties.
Who in their 20s doesn't do that? You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Like honestly, I was a nightmare when it came to like Christmases or birthdays. Like I'd always forget. Like I was so bad at buying people presents because like I literally just had no money. Like it's funny. Like when I go on holiday with my friends now, like they helped me out so much back then. Like I borrowed money off like all my friends. Yeah, and like now, like whenever we go away together, honestly, it's crazy the amount of money that I spend on them now because
Yeah,
it's like I just feel like I owe it to them. Like they helped me out a lot back then.
for
So
sure.
it's just yeah, just repaying the favor now that I'm in a position to do it. Like it's just nice to pay those people back.
Let's go. That's so sweet of you. What I like your tattoo. I see you got some ink. I can't see all of it, but
Yeah, yeah, I've got a few. I've got a few. I'm really into the red ink. I don't even can see. Oh,
oh, super
yeah,
sick. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I love
yeah,
it. I have
yeah.
one tattoo
It's
with
cool.
like color and it has like red. I love anything with like red, pink, pastelish. But do you have anything like that like commemorates like your career or anything like correlated to your music?
Nah, you know what? I wouldn't actually say that they are. All my tattoos have really been on impulse, you know.
Oh yeah.
What's interesting is that every tattoo, pretty much every tattoo that I've got in a different place, like a different location. So the first one was in Dublin, in Ireland, which was the red one on my neck. I then went to Canada, in Toronto, where I did a show out there, and I got the one in the front of my neck. I then went to LA and got the one on my hand here when I did a tour out there. And then what else do I have? I'm trying to think. I've got my name. I do have actually my artist name, AZYR,
Okay.
on my leg. But I got that when I was like on a group holiday, like a lads holiday, when I was like 18 or 19 in Zante. So yeah, that was like that was a bit of a rogue one, really. But yeah, all the rest of them, it's been when I've been on tour. Oh, my back one as well. Actually, that's the main one. I can't believe I forgot about that. My back one I got in South America by like a really talented artist who did the tattoo for free. Like he just wanted to see me because he was a massive fan, and he
Oh,
offered to tattoo me. And I went to his studio and he did it, and it was amazing. It was obviously one of the best tattoos that I've got. So
that's super
yeah,
sick. Would you ever
yeah,
do like a stick and poke?
yeah. I did actually have one. I forgot about that one as well. I have a sticky poke on my arm. That was like the first one that I got on my arm from a girl in Manchester. Yeah, she was great. But I want to get it redone actually, because the only thing with the stick and pokes is they fade quite a bit. Um,
Okay.
but
Oh, that's
yeah,
and then it fades. What the fuck?
yeah,
Must have hurt a bunch. Like they're so like I've heard they're so painful and like all that
yeah,
tape.
yeah. It can be quite painful. It's just a slow process as well, you know. It's because it's just like one after the other.
Okay, well, before we wrap up, I usually like to do this. We're starting a food content series on our platform, and it's
Nice.
basically a compilation where we ask the artists that we interview, about their favorite cuisines, and we put it all together for people who, because we have a huge New York fan base that likes to travel too, so we want to give them like ideas and whatnot. So
Yeah.
to end it off, also before I go into that, is there anything else you would like to add that you would like me to mention?
Uh, no, I don't think so. All the questions have been really good. Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like we've delved quite a lot into my life, which is nice. Like, I always like speaking about, the more personal side, because I feel like it's a really interesting story that like not a lot of people have really heard. So it's been good. I don't think there's anything else really to add. But I like this food section. This is good. This means a lot.
Of course. Okay, so just to start off, what's your favorite cuisine and why does it speak to you culturally? I can never say the word culturally. Culturally.
Culturally. Yeah. Uh, so my favorite cuisine is a difficult one because I have like favorite foods. My favorite cuisine probably is Italian food. I honestly love going to Italy. It's one of my favorite countries to visit, especially going on holiday there. It's just such a nice place to go. So many nice towns, and obviously the food is amazing. It's honestly you get some of the best food in Italy. I went when was it 2 years ago? Me and my girlfriend we went to Rome. We did Naples, and then we did the Amalfi Coast, and it was just like those weeks there were amazing. The food was amazing. So yeah, Italy definitely has a special place in my heart.
Okay. Is there a childhood dish or meal that brings back strong memories to you?
A childhood dish. You know what? It's funny. So I used to be the pickiest eater as a kid. Like as a child, I was like I didn't even like chicken. Like I used to, I used to hate it. Like a Sunday roast, I was like never a fan of. But it was funny. Like whenever like my grandparents like needed me to eat food, there was like their main like sort of go to meal that they make me is like cheesy mash, like mashed potatoes, but like with loads of cheese in. Uh, I don't know if you have that. I don't know if you have that in America, but like for me, it was like a really common thing to have. And because it was like the only thing that I'd eat like back then. This was when I was obviously really small. Um,
You're like,
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it's completely different. Like my palate has definitely increased and matured as I've got older. Um, I've always it's funny like more recently as well. Like I've started to like seafood a lot more. Like I actually tried lobster for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and I always thought I'd hate seafood. Like tuna for me is like probably like the biggest no go ever. Like I just won't eat anything like that. So like I always thought lobster was going to be the same. But I tried it and it's like, yeah, it's changed my opinion completely on seafood. Like I love it now.
Dude, I do not fuck with tuna. I do not fuck with salmon.
Yeah, yeah, no, me neither. Yeah, tuna and salmon, it's like the texture for me. Like I
Yeah,
just, yeah,
texture, I just want to vomit too. And then
yeah, I can't get
like
behind it at all.
oysters, I just like
You
oysters.
see, I've never tried an oyster ever,
I've never
and I,
tried
I
one.
just refuse. I refuse because I know it's just gonna taste like shit.
No, me too. I've never tried one either. And I'm like, not only that, it just like looks like something that you like pick off, like take and you eat, and it's like tastes like something you would pick off a beach, like literally on.
Yeah, 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 literally, it belongs in the sand.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, I don't like that. I'm also super picky, but I just got into like crab and lobster, and it's like the best. I like
Yeah, it is so good. It is so good.
Um, what city do you consider the ultimate food destination, and then what makes it unforgettable? You kind of like said Italy, but like, is there a specific city?
Yeah, Italy as a country is probably my favorite. You know, for cuisine, I think the best food that I've ever had though has to be in LA.
what?
Yeah, yeah,
What the hell? Where did you?
yeah. I mean, you probably might disagree with me.
No, no.
Uh,
I've never ate in LA, but I've never heard that. Like, I've heard people say they love it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something that has always stuck with me. Like I think we ate out quite a lot when we went there, and everything that I had like in the States, I feel like they just do everything so much better. It's bigger, it's better. All the food just tastes really nice. Like especially compared to the UK. Like you go over to the States and it's like yeah, you're looking at the food portions and it's like wow, like this is a proper plate of food, you know, and everything
Yeah,
just tastes so good.
it's not good at the same time because like we have like these like why do we need like this big ass fucking
Yeah, no, no, I know. Even the coffee. Like I don't know if you've seen like the Starbucks coffees. I actually have them on my rider. And they come in the glass bottles, and in the States they're like 3 times the size of what you can get in the UK. It's like a liter bottle, and it's like who needs to drink a liter of coffee? You know?
No, I feel you. Like whenever I travel to Europe, I'm like, nobody knows what fucking iced coffee is. I'm like, what the fuck? And
Yeah.
it's always these like small little like dainty. And I'm like, I like could have 7 of these and be fine, you know. But inside, I'm like, this is not really healthy, like for us. And then it's funny because I never really hear Europeans like telling Americans that they prefer the food in America. It's usually vice.
Really?
Yeah,
See,
but
that's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. 'Cause I love the food in America. I think it's great. I mean, it's probably because it isn't the healthiest, you know.
that's probably why. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like UK. It's like one of those places. It's like you don't really know what to order. You guys like, and also like the Netherlands too. They don't really like. There's not you. You don't go there and you're like, I'm gonna fuck some food up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think in the UK, like it's if you can find like really good like spots, it's the food can be great. You just have to really do your research on where to go and to find like nice restaurants and stuff. Well, that's why like TikTok is probably the best. Like whenever I go to a new city, like that app is just amazing to find like really good food.
No, no, it's so good. I
It
played an
is.
entire
It
trip. I played an entire trip like through TikTok.
is. Yeah.
Last question is, what's your ultimate comfort food after a long set or a draining travel day?
Oh, that's a great question. For me, anything fried chicken related is my go-to all day, every day. Honestly, I could have like a fried chicken burger for breakfast, dinner, tea, like all 3 meals of the day. I could have it. It's honestly, it's just too good. Like I always like every city that I go to as well. I always try and find like the best fried chicken burger. And there's been like some great contenders like over the years. And it's funny, like whenever like one takes the top spot, like I'll always put it on my Instagram story and like say this is the best chicken burger I've ever tasted.
That's awesome. Have you ever had like hot honey on it or anything like that?
Yeah, see now you're talking my language. Hot honey fried chicken burger, lettuce, chipotle mayo, like oh my god, the pickles as well. That's like a that's a
Pickles? Ew!
yeah.
No, no pickles. You're out of your
Really? Oh
mind.
no, you ruined it. You ruined it.
You lost me. You lost me at pickles. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. Well, I hope when you're in Miami, you find a good fried chicken sandwich
I hope so.
spot.
I hope so. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will.
Well, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for your time, and thanks again for your patience for the beginning. It was such a shit show.
Yeah, no worries. It's fine. It's fine. It's been great. I've really enjoyed it.
I'll be in touch with Emma for the turnaround, and then for like photos or videos, anything that'll help, like to make this, like to bring the visual side of this together.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I enjoyed speaking with you today. Enjoy the rest of your time in Ibiza, and safe travels when you come to
Thank
Miami.
you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye
Bye bye.
bye.